Hello, hello. Happy Monday. Hello. What platform am I on? Facebook and YouTube. Almost forgot what the hell I was doing. I hope you're all having a good Monday. I am slammed with work, but I figured I'd get on here. I have just posted on my website, astrologywitch.com. I have posted the forecast for the new moon. Not the full forecast, that's only for Patreon. But we do have a new moon tomorrow, so let's get to it. Here we go. All right, so we have this beautiful new moon in Aquarius. It's actually one of my favorite new moons. Yes, it can create some shocking news. I'm hoping in a good way, though. But this takes place on Tuesday, February 1st and 2nd, because the moon goes into effect at standard time. So obviously 9:48 p.m. on the West Coast. Living in the arid zone of Arizona, it always screws me up with like time zones and stuff. And especially since this state does not do daylight savings. So Arizona in the wintertime is on mountain time, and in the summer we're on Pacific time. And that just really messes with me. Hello, Daisy. How are you? Good to see you. Hope you're having a good Monday. All right, let me just adjust that a little bit better. There we go. All right, let's get right to this. So there's a stellium going on. When I say there's a stellium, it means that there's 3 or more planets taking place. So right now we're going to have the sun, the moon, and Saturn all transiting in Aquarius. This is going to be progressing new age movements and futuristic and modern ideas for the betterment of humanity in some ways. Hey, Felicia, how are you? Did you get my email, Felicia? Let's see. However, there's also a stellium in Capricorn, okay? And this is lurking behind the shadows. This is where, with Pluto, which represents drama, Mercury, which represents communication, we have Venus, which is material love. When it's in Capricorn, it's always about material love in some ways. And we have Mars, action. This is all in Capricorn. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 planets sitting there in Capricorn. I'm grateful you guys are here too. How's that? I'm happy too. It's I call it Happy Crappy Monday. Okay. Oh, please feel better, babe. I'm so sorry you're sick. It's not, let's see, cough. Okay. Feel better. I'm sending you a lot of positive healing energy your way. Good, positive healing energy. Where was I? Okay, we have a stellium going on in Capricorn. And so, you know, I'm going to get to this in a minute about Pluto and Capricorn and it's in its final breath, in its final stage. Um, these next few weeks are going to be about the old, dying, conservative Capricorn energy making its final appearance through our politicians, our religious leaders, and all structured institutions like corporations and stuff. This is a tipping point where the final breath between old, indoctrinated, fear mongering viewpoints from Pluto in Capricorn. This is a Pluto in Capricorn energy to the new age of Aquarius, where it's more about technology, science, discovery, community, and helping each other compared to corporate greed controlled through fear and achievements by what? Suppressing the people? Yep, that's Capricorn energy for you. But it doesn't give a shit if you pay taxes. kind of a negative Capricorn mantra. I can say this because I am Capricorn. I don't believe in that. But, it's just the way it is. So anyway, we're stuck for another year with Pluto in Capricorn. Okay, so you're going to see it really ramp up now for this next year. Throw in a tail in Scorpio. Wake up calls for politicians, for religious leaders. I'm seeing it already in the headlines. They're very close to, oh, what the hell is that guy's name? Matt Gaetz. They're very close to indicting him on sex trafficking charges. There was an article that came out the other day about Pope John Paul II, even though he's long gone, and everybody loved him, even in my own family. Pope John Paul II, he's blah, 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 blah. No, that asshole covered up abuse from that other pope that resigned that's still alive. I don't remember his name, Ratson something. Yeah, he's a rat, all right. Years of abuse, and it's happening in Europe too. So it's getting exposed. So like I said, brace yourselves for news like this to keep coming out in the next 18 months. Okay, this is going to be it's going to be difficult news to hear in the next 18 months, especially if you're an advocate for children and you care about kids. I just bought a shirt, bought my mother-in-law one too. I'm waiting for it to arrive. I'm not going to say what it is, but it is going to definitely piss some people off. And it does have to do with the Catholic Church. That's all I'm going to say. I bought it from someone who was indigenous, so I was supporting my indigenous creators on TikTok. And I bought my mother-in-law one too, because I think she's going to appreciate this as well. And once I get it, it should be here tomorrow or the next day. I'll do a little show and tell and show you guys. Hello, Rihanna. How are you? Okay, where was I? Pluto and Capricorn. So anyway, we're getting, this is the last year of this, and I'm going to talk a little more about it. Let's get back to this new Aquarius energy, and it's all going to be about shocking surprises. This new moon represents discovery. It's aeronautics. It's ETs, UFOs. It's the strange and the bizarre. The futuristic sign of Aquarius will focus on inventions, innovations, new technologies, progressive points of view that'll bring surprises into our own life, and hopefully in a positive way. Usually when the moon is wanting and it's in this energy, it's shocking news in a negative way. But because it's going new, I'm hoping it's shocking news in a positive way. But you never know with Uranus energy, because Uranus is volatile and it changes its mind like that. All right, moving on. Also, Asia makes the news in this energy. We always hear about Asia making the news in a new moon in Aquarius. And we are near Uranic energy. We are in Uranic phase as we speak, and the moon hasn't even been new yet. So there is negative undertones until tomorrow when it goes new. Where was I? Like I said, the next few weeks will bring surprises even in our own lives. It's a time when this moon goes new, it is time to progress forward. It's a time to launch new ideas, new projects, things like that. It's very, it's progressive changes. As we move forward these next few weeks, you're going to be able to achieve some of your plans, okay? And you will be able to progress forward. Even if they seem like small measures, even small measures can achieve major outcomes. Remember that. It doesn't have to be grandiose, Small measures can achieve big rewards. I do want you to be prepared because with this new moon in the futuristic sign of Aquarius, I always get the hiccups when I'm on here. This new moon in Aquarius, it always brings up headlines of the shocking and the bizarre. So be prepared for that. There is something major is getting ready to be discovered. It could be negative. It could be positive. And it will question even maybe even the origins of humanity or the little lies that we've been told through the years, right? And through the centuries about our own selves as humans and where we really evolved from. Something like that's going to come out eventually. It may not be today, but this energy does bring discoveries of some sort. I'm just curious that if they do find a discovery, will they keep it from us? As we go more and more into Platonic phase, but Scorpio dragon energy, uh, our media will begin to censor more and more and more. We are going to have to become natural born detectives and investigators and start researching the truth through other media outlets. There's outlets out there to search for the truth. They're not in the mainstream, though. And always remember when there's some crazy big event going on that's got your attention on the news, look outside the box. This is an Aquarian thing. Look outside the box because I guarantee you there's something behind the scenes that's made very subtle headlines that's not getting any news, especially here in the States. So go and look at foreign presses more and see what you're getting. Um, that's my best advice in this Scorpio dragon tail energy that we're in right now. When you have this energy, it's about the strange and the bizarre. So just anything goes. Just be prepared. Um, these are extraordinary times we're living in, folks. Like I have said once before, we're going through a paradigm shift between two ages: the dying age of religious Pisces, full of religious abuse, indoctrinations, corruption, and fear. And we're moving into the age of Aquarius, where genius inventions are going to be achieved. This is about higher intellect and a feeling of more community will take place. This is where it won't be so much about money. It'll be more of a barter, like, for example, um, the neighbor next door has, 40 bricks of something you want to use to you barter with him. You can either give him a little money or you can give him something that you can trade, a bartering system. I think that's how a lot of us are going to be able to make it through some of the negative is coming together as a community, helping each other. It won't be about self-greed anymore. And we move into the age of Aquarius, like I said, this isn't going to happen overnight. Okay. This is going to take at least 100 years from now. The universe will be in full swing and in full throttle of the Aquarian age 100 years from now. I will be long gone. So, but it's going to happen. Now, the generation planet, that's what they call Pluto, is the generation planet. And Pluto, like I said, has been in Capricorn since November 26th of 2008, excuse me, November 26, 2008. So it's been here for the last 14 years. And it's going to remain there until March 23rd, 2023. All souls born within this 15-year span will have a Pluto in Capricorn placement in their chart. This generation is called the builders of the future. And please remember, Capricorn is a cardinal sign like Cancer, like Libra, and like Aries. So they are the builders of the zodiac. They build and they build and they build. So this is what that generation's going to produce 20, 30 years from now. Probably when I'm an old lady, This generation will just be starting to come into public office and things like that. Now, I want to tell you something, and I was gonna only do this for Patreon, but I'm not just gonna do it for Patreon. I'm gonna do it for the general public in the weeks to come. Um, every time I say my business is dying down, it just shoots right back up, and that's okay. The gods are listening. But let's talk about cryptocurrency. I know it's doing horrible. The economy in general is doing horrible, and I did say that January. If you subscribe to my Patreon, um, Patreons get a little bit more than just the energy forecast for February with the dates. They get the entire week, each week for that month, of all the things that are happening and going on and what you can do and what you shouldn't do and what to invest in, what not to invest in. And I did tell all of my Patreons that the month of January would be a bear market. This is the last day of January. The new moon goes into Aquarius tomorrow. I'm hoping it's going to get a little better and a little better and a little better. Um, we're in the dragon head in a Taurus. This is about money and it's in a more positive state. Like I said, my last one of my last YouTubes and videos, I said that our corporations are what are creating the inflation. Yeah, I know, Felicia. They will keep it from us. Yeah, I have a feeling it's something big too. Big, like something major. Yeah, I don't. I'll go on Patreon and tell you what I think. Not here because I feel cuckoo. But yes, this generation of Pluto and Capricorn, they're going to change the world in some ways. But on January 3rd of 2009, when Pluto had just transited into Capricorn, they probably wasn't even in Capricorn for, I'd say, 6 weeks yet. Guess what launched on January 3rd, 2009? Does anybody know? Very quiet in YouTube, very active on Facebook. Okay. Does anybody know what took place on that date, January 9th, 2000, or January 3rd, 2009? Well, that was the birth of cryptocurrency. It was introduced to the world in a Pluto and Capricorn. Works very well together, Pluto and Capricorn. Capricorn is success and structure, and Pluto is direct transformation and intense energy. Together, they change the world at large. And just look at where crypto is now. Yes, the market is bad. The market is not good right now, but this is also the good time to buy because the market is so low. There are some cryptos out there that I know are going to just rocket off. The graph is one of them. Polymatic's another one. What's the other one? Engine coin. That's on the metaverse, I think. Then there's a couple of others. Yes, the big ones are doing horrible, but those smaller coins are the ones you got. Like I said, you got to think outside the box with money as well in this energy. But with these two together, they have created a new kind of money system. So together they change the world. Now, Pluto moves into Aquarius on March 24th, 2023. And it stays there for 15 years. So until 2038, this is the next generation called the star children. And the children born between 2023 and 2038, this generation will be natural born geniuses of the world. They will work side by side with our extraterrestrials. This will be about high tech advancements you thought you could only ever dream of. It's this is going to be amazing if we don't blow ourselves up in the process. With positive comes negative, and this, one thing about the Aquarian age, it's also the nuclear age. So, I mean, we can blow ourselves up to oblivion and not see this generation manifest and take over when they come into birth. But this generation are natural born geniuses. Once this placement moves into Aquarius, it is officially the age of Aquarius. Now, I'm not saying that's when it goes to Aquarius. I don't really know when the age of Aquarius took place. I have my point of view and my opinion, but there are so many astrologers that state so many different things. I've heard that the age of Aquarius happened in 2012 when the Mayan calendar ended. I've heard that the age of Aquarius happened in the 60s. I've heard that the age of Aquarius happened just recently. And then my own astrologer believes that the age of Aquarius started when they found the Roswell incident, which was back in the 40s. So, I'm kind of sitting there thinking, well, my friend who's an astrologer believes it happened in the 60s. He might be right. I don't really know. But I do know we're really going to be in the thick of it. Once Pluto, the generation planet, moves into Aquarius, we're full throttle into the age of Aquarius. I'll be in my late 60s and hopefully still alive to witness some part of this paradigm shift that's going to happen. Now, with this new moon coming, all air signs, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini, you guys are going to feel it the most. But also my moon, sun, rising, or dragon's head or tail in Aquarius, you're going to feel this energy just as much. And all the air signs, you guys are going to be extremely lucky these next 2 weeks and very magnetic. Now, for my magical folk out there, sort of spell work for independence, creative expression, extrasensory abilities, science, and even new friendships will all be blessed under the Aquarian new moon healing ritual. Under the Aquarian new moon. And healing rituals for like the lymph glands, the circulatory system. Aquarius rules the shins and the ankles as well, and all intuitive parts of our own mindset will all be blessed under these stars. So happy magic making. I am going to go live on Patreon probably tomorrow evening. And we're going to do it's going to be late. Okay, because I have to wait till 10 something for that moon to go into, it'll be 9 something on the west coast. Yeah, 10:48 I'll have to do something, but it's just going to do a little friendship spell so that some of us out there, I know a lot of us that walk the metaphysical path, don't have a whole lot of friends, or they choose not to. I choose not to. I have friends. I believe in quality over quantity, but we could do a friendship spell in Aquarius. After all, it rules friendship. It rules the 11th house of friendship and wishes. So doing a little friendship spell to bring people into your life that are of like mind is always blessed under these stars. And you're going to want to do it that evening if you can, because I believe crap, I don't have the book. I believe that it shifts right into Pisces the very next day. Hold on. Yep. Yeah, see, you have a window of opportunity. To work with Aquarius energy and Uranic energy, and that would be from when it goes new at 12:48 Eastern time, which is 10:48 Arizona time, 9:48 Pacific time on the West Coast. So you could start doing your spell work then. You have like a 10-hour window where the moon is still in Aquarius. So, like I said, I'm a lunar witch, cosmic witch, and I do some spells with in correlation with the moon. And I have a great one for friendship spell uh, that I'll do on Patreon. Plus, I want to put the one I did on Patreon the other day was a little sinister. And so I have never really shared something quite so dark. And so I want to put something up there that's a little more positive and happy. All right, just checking YouTube. It's kind of quiet. Hello, Ian. How are you? Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Okay, and that is pretty much it for my magical folks. Happy magic making. And, like I said, these next few weeks will bring some surprises and even shocking events, but it is also a green light to launch any new projects, ideas, investments, or even business adventures. And learning any sort of new technology is always going to be blessed under an Aquarian new moon. So always remember that. Before I end, I have been working the last couple of days. Well, I took yesterday off. If you didn't see the video, I was doing work here yesterday morning, and sometimes you just got to do things spur of the moment. Neighbors screaming at the kids outside playing. I'm just like, let's go to Sedona. Let's go for a hike. And that's what I did. I got out of the house and I went for an hour hike. I'm paying for it today. I'm sore. To get out, there's something to it. Even if you just don't even have to hike, just going for a stroll away from the elements around you and going somewhere that's a little more in solitude does wonders for the psyche. So I'm going to pull a card for the new moon, even though it's tomorrow. And I am working with the Nostradamus deck right now. I've been doing a lot of work with this deck the last couple of days. That I've been doing a lot of tarot readings. So I've been working a lot with this deck. So usually I let my clients who paid for tarot readings, I let them choose their deck. And this is one of them, the Nostradamus deck. I'm trying to read all the messages in Facebook. All right. All right, universe, what messages do you have for this new moon? And if anyone else out there wants a card pull, just holler at me and I will pull one. But let's ask the world, let's ask the universe what the new moon will bring for the world at large. That's a good card. The Magician. The Magician. Hi, Jessica. Oh, thank you. Yes, Sedona. I love it. I told my daughters we're going there like once a week to hike. Okay. Okay, I'll pull a card for you, Jessica. You were the first one to say yes. So this one's for the world, and it is the Magician. And this is like I said, this is a new moon in Aquarius. So this is about intervention and innovation. And anytime you have the Magician, you have all the tools to succeed. What people are forgetting with this card is they need to tap into their own personal witchcraft residue. This is a very good card for the world at large, the Magician. It's about deep spiritual knowledge as well. So the Magician, perfect for the world at large. Like I said, I'm working only with the major arcana on this one. I do have my oracle deck somewhere. It's not right here, so that's why we're working with these today. But this is just the major arcana when I'm dealing with the Nostradamus deck, and because I do Nostradamus's astrology, working with the major arcana and the Kabbalistic tarot reading, they really do correlate. Even the artwork correlates with him. Okay, Jessica, you're up. And remember, when we deal with the major arcana, it is about soul events as to deals with situations. Jessica, what messages do you have for Jessica? Oh, that one spit out at me. Bear with me. I have to open the blinds here. I cannot read. All right. Jessica, this is the Emperor. Emperor. Emperor is an Aries card. It's an action card. It's a masculine card, and it means that someone, a male figure, is going to be there to help you monetarily and financially. It's someone, a male figure with money is coming in to help you financially. So this is an excellent about action, making that move. It is very masculine energy. So it does mean that a male figure is coming in, a father figure, a brother figure, a cousin, an uncle, boyfriend, husband. Yes, your card of the year, Emperor. So read up on that card as well. If you're not an Aries, maybe someone in your life is an Aries that's going to help you. But someone there with money's coming in, babe. You're welcome, Jessica. Good luck. Keep me posted. Curious. I would love to have a card pull. Okay, Rihanna, here we go. You are next. I do apologize. I didn't make my bed this morning because that cat has been on it all day. So I've been waiting for him. He hasn't. And when he leaves, another one comes back. So okay, here we go. Just give it a little knock. The co-host. Well, here's the thing. I just got a new sink put in my bathroom, and the co-host likes to sit on there and drink water. So my co-host, I'm looking at her right now. She's looking at me, and she's licking her chops because she's been drinking water from the faucet. So yeah, the co-host has been back and forth on the bed too, along with her little brother. Okay, Rihanna, here we go. Spirit, what messages do you have for Rihanna? Messages. Okay, well, I drew the Fool card. And when I draw the Fool card, I usually pull another card because the Fool card, I'll show it in here too, is about ungrounded energy, okay? And so whenever we deal with the Fool card and its ungrounded energy, I always pull another. This could represent having to make a decision about something, not knowing which way to go. you're ungrounded in that energy, or undecided. It can be an indecisiveness. So in ancient astrology, I've always been taught, when you're working with the Nostradamus deck and you pull this card, you always cover it with another card. So I am going to pull another one for you. Okay. Hey, Leslie, how are you? That's right, Felicia. She is testing it out for me. I think it's a cat thing. All cats love sinks and water, and boxes. Doesn't matter whether they're little cats or big cats. Okay, Rihanna, I'm going to pull one more. Spirit, more in-depth insight here. Could you explain a little more insight here on what's going on? What messages? Whoa, that just popped out. We have to go with it. Okay. The devil card spit out. If you could see that. Hey, Sammy, how are you? The devil card spit out. You see that in there. Now, Rihanna, don't freak out. Christians like you to freak out on this. I love it when I get the devil card. You want to know why? Because the devil card represents deep metaphysical knowledge, okay? It represents a higher self. Now, it does give you a message here that there could be danger afoot within not necessarily the household, but the friend circle, family circle. There could be someone who is talking bad about you, talking about you behind your back, maybe being a backstabber. But general rule of thumb is, when you pull the devil card, it is about deep metaphysical knowledge. It's about riding the devil and not letting the devil ride you. This is about liberating yourself and self-awareness. So it's not a bad card, but you do want to keep your ears and eyes open, because there's probably somebody talking shit somewhere. I hope that helped. The devil card is interesting. All right. Anybody else before I go? Hold on. Let me scroll down. And you're a client of mine, so if you need more insight, please don't hesitate. I'm sorry. I just got a pop socket put on this thing. My kids got me. I don't know how to work the freaking thing. I can't get it centered. There. Let's hope it doesn't fall. But if you have any more questions on it and you want me to elaborate a little more, message me, Rihanna. I'm there for you. And I'll try and make a little time to explain it some more. But if you have a general idea of what's going on, all right, we are done. Have a good new moon. That's tomorrow. Keep your ears and eyes open in the news, because, like I said, I live in rural Arizona. My TV, I have no cable. So I don't hear the news right away. So if there's something crazy that's going on, hey, message me. Send me a news link or something. Um, Lately, I've been getting a lot of my news off TikTok, and that's really not a good place to get my news, just because I live out in the boonies and cable is not very great here. So I'm just curious about what discovery they're getting ready to find. I have a feeling I know what it is. I have a feeling I know what it is, but they're either going to find some new creature in the ocean, some sort of creature, or they may have discovered, like, I don't want to say Atlantis. Yeah, I know Patreon wants to know. Some have said Atlantis. I don't know about that. Um, it could be a lost plane that went down years ago, but something big's coming. So if you guys get news and you hear about it, let me know. Atlantis. That's what I'm kind of thinking it is. But I am going to go on Patreon later because I've got some dates for you guys, especially one big one. And eventually I will make it public, but not right now. Um, just for a lot of reasons. I posted something on TikTok about Snoop Dogg. It was kind of political. And I have got all these people trolling me right now on there. I mean, I find it kind of amusing because I'm not the kind of person that will go and duet or stitch them, because that gives them their hour of fame. I won't do that. I won't give them that. So I just delete them. Sometimes saying nothing sends a very big message. But yeah, I've got them coming out of the woodwork right now. I guess they hate Snoop Dogg, and well, and that's fine. You're entitled to your opinions, but I thought it was funny, and it's kind of funny how that you could see people how fragile they are, and they're because a black man said he hated dogs. Fragile, fragile people. I know, not Snoop. I love Snoop. He's my generation. So anyway, you guys be safe out there and enjoy. Have a good new moon, and I will get back on here probably on Friday. Um, I was going to do a show and tell today, but I don't have the time right now to do that. I'm going to have to wait and do it on Friday. Um, but I'll get back on here. You guys be safe. Have a good week. I know it's Happy Crappy Monday. You'll get through it. All right. Bye, you guys. Ciao. See you guys later. Thanks, Jessica. Have a good one.